Do you know something amazing happened yesterday?
I do not.
So you woke up in North America, you landed in the Middle East, which is Asia, and now you are in Africa. You've been to 3 continents in 24 hours.
That's crazy.
Jess just saw a pyramid for the first time. Oh my God.
Right there.
Holy cow. So Jess and I just saw through the buildings, the pyramids. It was awesome.
Two of the peaks.
2 of the peaks. So what's happening is we're about to walk into the gem, which has been the construction project forever for the last 20 plus years. And it's not open yet, but we're given a first glance and look into it. So come with us, let's have fun.
Mind the water, mind the water.
Oh my. Wow. That's super impressive. Wow. Wow.
So usually that will be the main entrance, and that is the very first thing they see when they come in. Lived for 99 years, and he was still a Lutheran. He used to serve stuff and instruct his own. So when he makes a statue for himself, he writes his name all over. So you have the cartouches over the shoulders, on the buckle, on the bracelets, in the royal seal in his hand, and all over the back. Cartouches are these oval shapes, but these are the names of the these are the signs of the spirit to the body. When you have a deep breath, so the spirit is coming in. So 2,000 years in.
How many are in here?
Is receiving the sword of victory from the god Amun. Amun is the god of the south. Ra is the god of the north. As the priests of the two gods became very powerful, towards the end of the Egyptian history, they united them into what we call Amun Ra. This is Kuken Kuken, Yunan while it was before that, God, silent and still. So this is the belief of the ancient Egyptians, with the two feathers of the tail of a goose, called Kuken Kuken, and a bumblebee, which is the mountain range of Upper Egypt. And that is the coronation name. Here you see a goose and a solar disk, and that is the birth name. That is the name given to him when he was born. When his father died, he inherited the throne at the age of 38. He was given that name for the rest of his life. Egypt is the cradle of civilization. Greeks learned from the Egyptians, Romans learned from the Greeks, and the Romans took it to the world, to Egypt, not as a conqueror, but as an ally and a friend. His father, Philip the Macedon, united all the Greek islands in their sacred war against the Persians.
So this is the Greek pharaohs. This is Ptolemy II, and they believe that this is Arsinoe II, and these statues were in Alexandria underneath the water, and they found it, I think, in the late 1800s. Awesome.
And that is for Amenophis II. Again, another statue of Munkhafre, served by Ramesses. You see on his right calf is his wife. His daughter is a little smaller. Now we see a gray granite, less quality than the rose granite, and Thutmose III is seated on his throne. Now I want to draw your attention to that statue and look at the facial features. It is too pretty to be for a man. That is the first liberated woman in history. Which one? This one in the center, the standing one, right there.
See her skirt. Look at her
Hatshepsut
skirt.
wearing a pointed starched linen skirt. So when she bows her knees in front of various gods and goddesses and stand up again, the linen would not wrinkle. And here we have a head of Akhenaten that changed the religion, the art, the capital, the god in his name. Mind your step, sir. So these sphinxes, the marvel of the Great Pyramid, it took 100,000 to make. 28 years to build the Great Pyramid. Before we go out, to Merid Amun, the daughter of Hatshepsut, when Hatshepsut said enough is enough. I would not let a son of a concubine.
We just learned about Hot Cheap Suit, the forgotten queen. Never forgotten queen. Never forgotten.
It looks like it's the same. It's like a
This is
mirror
the god
image.
Amun.
It's the same image on each side.
Yes, four on four sides. And the top smooth part was 80% gold, 20% silver. That we're going to see in a couple of days on the East Bank of Luxor. So over you'll read Arabic, you'll read hieroglyphs. And so you see a cartouche between the paws, you see the claws in the paws, and round plumpy cheeks and a cobra on the forehead. There was a false beard. And
All right.
Ra. Setep en Ra. And that is the coronation name of Ramesses II. Remember the boy supporting the back of the calf, the father? What goes round comes round. Ramesses usurped.
So this was
This is the second.
This
When
was
we
really
talk
the second.
Ramesses II is the most famous.
Okay.
The last great pharaoh is Ramesses III. The descent and the decline of the Egyptian empire was by Ramesses IV onwards, and that took 600
But you're
years.
saying the son, the third, put his name on his dad's statue.
Well, let me explain this. Seti first is the founder of the 19th dynasty, followed by, Ramesses I, followed by his son Seti first. Seti first, I'm drawing your attention to her breast. See how round that is versus the very pointed, perky breast of our.
She's clearly Egyptian.
That's, yes, sir.
I knew.
Huh?
I knew.
My lips are sealed. You're digging me in trouble, my friend. You see two seated goddesses, Sekhmet, and the panel right behind him is the god Horus, while Ramesses is smiting enemies. So you can see right behind the statue of Ramesses. This is an Osirian figure you were asking earlier. Hands across the chest, a curly braided beard, with the crown of Upper Egypt look like a bowling pin. Lower Egypt looked like a bucket. So he would be wearing the crown of the north and the south, and shows his duality on Upper and Lower Egypt. The god and his name, from Amenhotep IV into Akhenaten. Art from idealistic and perfection into realism. So he is depicted with a pot belly, a hanging breast, an elongated head. We will see that clearly in the museum this afternoon. But unfortunately, the culture did not last long. This is as important as he is. Covering, like you say, I'm covering your back.
That's amazing.
And with the two arms, she is depicted a little on the chest.
Wow. Behind every powerful man is a wonderful, beautiful wife. Look at that. So that's Ramses II with his mistress from the Syrian borders. There you go. How cool is that?
The United States, with all due respect to Abishus. So the first and second dynasties are in English, Pharaoh in French, for all the loops look very Roman.
Yeah.
This is a capstone for a pyramid. At that early age, we never had iron or steel. We had copper chisels and stone implements and too soft of a metal. So they used harder stones of dolerite. The top part is finished. The lower part is not finished. See how crude and sharp the corners are, there how crude it is on the lower level. And with the lighting, they are showing you the two layers. That's the cobra on the forehead and a crook and a flail in both hands.
I know. That is how Emily sleeps.
This is a sandstone sarcophagus made out of red quartz, like that of King Tut that we're going to see in the tomb in a couple of nights. And 6 small subsidiary pyramids for the female members of the royal family. We are going to visit the interior of the pyramid, the subterranean chamber, and the so-called, by mistake, Queen's Chamber. Actually, they had to demolish all the buildings, the older buildings, is going in 3 axes. That there is life after death. They notice phenomenons happening around them. The rising of the sun from the east, travel through the 12 hours of the day, then the sun sets the western horizon. You see the apex of the pyramids are covered with 80% gold, 20% silver. So the rays of the sun will shine and the subjects doing their jobs in the fields. And that's why they did the mummification. The mummification, as we will learn tomorrow in the Valley Temple at the foot of the Sphinx, is a very simple dehydration process. Then they wrap it in a sheepskin, put it in a mat basket, bury it on the edge of the desert. Egyptians had a major enemy, the jackals, the dogs that come and fetch in the tomb to eat the body of the deceased. The Egyptians are not afraid to be eaten after death. Biting doesn't hurt. But if the body deteriorates, then the spirit will be lost in the cosmic darkness. Between started appearing in the base, the whole thing was to crumble down. So what they did is, then the superstructure became flat and horizontal, as one Masru, the father of Kia, are always depicted in a fairer color skin. And
So this guy's reading and he's entertaining the Pharaoh.
That is before the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. That
It looks like her.
No, that's much older than Cleopatra. That is an old king.
I like her haircut. Sharif is right.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
not pretty. Sharif says
That
she's not
is
pretty. He's right.
that is a realistic art
She's a
for
three-camel
commoners.
wife.
She's a 3 camel wife, Sharif.
Oh, there's even she's not even worth 5200 BC. The first
I mean,
attempt.
this is the colors of the Egyptian flag right
Yeah,
here.
red is for the revolution and the independence of England. White is for peace. And
Lisa, how does it feel to have the gem to yourself?
This is massive.
This is awesome.
It's just massive.
All right, this is a little overwhelming. We've been at the gem for the last couple hours here. It hasn't even opened yet. Look how awesome this place is. That's King Tut.
So you'll see them on the great temple of Abu symbol and also in the tomb of King Tut. These animals, what I'm about to say is not a joke, they pee every hour on the hour. So we have 12 baboons for the day, 12 baboons for the night. And this is
A lot of history.
and the period of death. So when a person is born, your son has risen. You live on the east acropolis. You leave the 12 hours of the day. The person dies, your son is set. You wait for about an hour before rising to the sun. Even though the moons are the better time, they are because of wall of the palace, built out of mud brick, covered with a layer of plaster. And these are all his cartouches defaced. These are counterfeit coins that came at the time of the Greeks.
So they chipped off her nose so she wouldn't come back
so
to
she would
life.
not come back to life.
If you look at like most of them.
I noticed that.
And if you see the buckle of the belt below her belly button, can you see that oval-shaped cartouche?
They left her name there so she could come back.
She would come back and live forever. And that's a rose granite statue.
Queen Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hatshepsut.
This Hatshepsut. She was depicted as a man restless. She even dug herself into a midwife in Upper Egypt. She gave birth to 9 for 1. We never knew this till the electronic microscope. It should interest you, Corey.
I am interested.
The crown of Lower Egypt, the white crown of Upper Egypt. That's only the white crown. So when he wears both crowns, Egypt is united already. That is the temple of Hatshepsut that we'll visit at night. It is built on 3 terraces, one on top of the other, where the tabernacle is carved in the living rock. And she succeeded to transplant the henna tree from Punt, which is the modern. Now our rally will walk to Cairo, which is about maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And علم مصر احمر ابيض اسود. انا ما خدتش بالي انه علم مصر فعلا احمر ابيض اسود. Is that
Right.
صح? It means right.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Yep.
I just taught my new buddies here that this is the Egyptian flag, red, white, and black.
Couldn't know it without him.
See? That's what I'm here for.
All down. Habibi, Habibi.
Nefertiti,
Habibi, Nefertiti. I gotta say goodbye to my buddy Ramses II here. I gotta say goodbye to my buddy here. Obviously, they haven't completely opened yet. This is where it's gonna be, right here. I got you. You got me.
This is the Babylon of fortress.
So we're going 27 feet below the sea level, or not sea level, 27 feet below the current street level. Not sea level. We're below the current street level, Jess.
It's my pleasure.
A 900 years old door
900-year-old door.
of the fortress.
Yeah.
And I told you we have 16 Coptic churches.
So she said. It's true. So these are so thin, these streets, they were made for donkeys and mules.
As we will see pictures before and after. This is the peninsula of
Elle a donné naissance à lui. Elle avait son petit bébé. Et qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? À l'époque, il y avait le roi de l'époque. C'était appelé l'empereur Hérode. L'empereur Hérode, il a voulu tuer tous les enfants. Pourquoi? Parce qu'il a croyé que ce petit enfant qui va être né, il va prendre son trône. Il va pas être le roi. Il va prendre son place. Alors ça,
So Jesus, Mary, and Joseph went from Jerusalem all the way down to the Western Sahara and down, and then worked their way back up into Cairo, where we're going right now, and then back to Bethlehem.
Bien, un momento.
We're now down to the 5th century, AD.
done by Muslims in a Coptic church. And that is the famous geometrical figure. So this is not one piece of wood. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they are all cut to fit, never using nail nor glue. We are very fortunate as with a cane on the ground, I will make a line like this. He's standing in front of me, he makes a line like this. So we both know we're Christians, as this is the head and this is the tail. This is dedicated.
What are we doing today, Chris?
Museums, Coptic churches,
What are we doing right now?
hiding spot for Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Little baby Jesus. I see where he hid. This is so awesome. This is so awesome.
The water table goes up and down, depends on the water in Lake Nile. These are some of the old Bibles. These are for the communions. These are bells. These are book holders. Most are written in Aramaic, which is the old language of Jesus.
Aramaic,
We will see that when we are in
Arabic, Aramaic.
Well, the water
Not anymore.
is, yeah, because it is stagnant water. And as we are coming out, I will show you the AID. So the water will seep from a higher level to a lower level. They pump the water away.
Right there. That's what they're saying. Jesus slept right there. Yeah. Wow. That was pretty intense.
Okay. Turn around, you see the sign, say the cavern where the Holy Family stayed. I don't want to say hid. In Jesus without a father. But yet, he accepted Adam without a father or a mother. So, that for blessings. Now they put that glass case around it. Only in the last 10 years, people still write all their prayers and wishes and hymns, and they throw it in, receiving the blessings from that column.
All I can say to that is wow.
Because the bottom of the church was so bushy.
We needed Abdul earlier.
Oh yes, bye. Bye. Now I want to count
What's Abdul?
you your imagination. So this is another tower. We had 6 towers on the 3 sides of the fortress.
It's the fortress of what?
Of Babylon, the Babylon fortress that was built by the Romans in the 1st century AD.
Okay.
When the Roman emperor was ruling out of Rome, appointing a prefect ruling out of Alexandria. So we have one in Alexandria, one here, and one in Luxor.
Okay, so we had 3 Babylon fortresses.
3 fortresses. That is the Babylon fortress that has nothing to do with the gardens of Babylon in the Coptic Cairo.
Fortress of Babylon.
This is the foundation of the church we have now explored. That's the beautiful structure for the hanging church.
I feel like we're in Morocco.
This is the picture he had in the grades on the path of the boat. So as they came to a space and a halt, so he shook hands with the Pope and he said, entire building is built on 5 pillars. You can come and look here.
5 pillars that go 60
5
feet down.
pillars, Indica style, except
Feels like we're in Game of Thrones. See ya, thanks, babe. Holy boy!
Didn't realize it was that
Wow!
size either.
Holy cow! Wow, we get some. We're packing security today.
Yes, your muscles.
Abdul's got some real muscle. Woo! He's got some heat. Uncle Chris and I feel pretty safe knowing knowing Abdul's packing a lot of heat back there.
Come with us more.
Yeah, Abdul needs to come with us more often. Look at it. We got our own security detail, man. Chris's new nickname is Al Juhara. He is the jewel of the Nile. Hey!
as the teacher up front.
Dump it on you.
Wow. Do it again, Grandpa Mel.
I can't.
No, it's open now. Dump it on Jess.
She didn't get anything on her. She's
You almost did.
almost. On what planet?
I know. Are you paying attention? I'm like, are you trying? But
There is only another one in the world in Morocco, and
Yeah.
it's functioning till today.
I know.
So they take these basins,
They found a 10th century
other
tannery here
10th century AD tannery.
when they were building this museum. Statue of the Sphinx.
Worker City.
Then we go to the Greek, Roman, Christian, Islamic, and they are as early as 25,000 BC. These are knives made out of flint, and this is a grinder where they grind the wheat.
small.